Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah. Ay, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on their chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents. Cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on their chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on their chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the
Hello, puppets.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling.
It's
Welcome
your boy.
to the Daily Swole.
It's your boy, it's your boy, it's your boy. Testing, testing, testing. Test, 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 testing, testing, testing. Testing testicles, testing testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 13 hundo and 20 dose of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and Leslaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio, Everest, and K2 a flexing on you. You know, that's how we do it. And everyone's going to be like, oh my God, Papa Swolio, where are your nips? Where are your nips? I can't see them. Where are your titties at? Well, like I said, the only time I wear a shirt is when I'm not wearing anything underneath it. And the only time I wear gear is when I'm wearing Swolenormous gear. Swolenormous apparel. Check this out. Throwback. Oh, fuck your pink drink. I told you, only wearing Swole gear. This is actually an error copy. The print was too low, so I rocked it today. It's the only time I wear it. Fuck yo, pink drink. Hi, Brittany. Hello. Hello. What's up, Britt? What's up, girl? Praise Jesus. Praise the Lord. Born again. Brittany down. I'm born again. Okay. Anyway, what's good, beaches? What's the good word? We got a Firecast today. And I hope you've been enjoying the YouTube content on the Swolenormous channel. I hope you've been following along because those are definitely intertwining and a lot of perspective on yesterday's episode. We talked about the dude, Nanjiani, John Jingleheimer Schmidt, whatever the Indian dude's name is. The guy in the Marvels thing that I did the video on yesterday. I don't fucking remember his name. Nanjiani, Camille Nanjiani. Okay. And I guess people that were complaining, oh, he looks so ripped. Why are you promoting diet culture, man? Why are you promoting diet culture, man? So much diet culture, so much culture, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about that diet culture, man. It's too fucking intense. Too intense, bro. People can't handle the DC. You can't handle the DC. Can't handle this diet culture dick right in your fucking mouth. Okay. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. It's too big. Yeah. Listen, I get it. I'm here every day. I know how big it is. So today's swole card of the day is don't be fat. How about that? Ooh, that's a good one. I forgot. Don't be fat. How about that? Don't be fat. How about that? Don't be fat. You fat beesh. Don't be fat. Hashtag don't be fat. That's some good advice right there. How about that? What if that was the ticket? What if that was as simple as it is? Just tell people not to be fat and they won't be. Oh shit. Here we are trying to come up with all these diet pills and these quick fixes. All we got to do is tell people not to be fat. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I fucking think of it? Why didn't I? Why? I don't know. Well, we're going to talk about that. I think some of you are mentioning the study. We're going to read through this. This is posted on CNN, so, we're not doing the whole Democrat Republican thing, but this is not, however you want to sensationalize it, it's okay, but this is a real issue. We talk about obesity a lot, and this is why the fat acceptance, body positive movements, this is why it's a load of shit. This is why it's not just a load of shit, it's just fucking dangerous. It's straight fucking danger. Straight danger. Check this out. We have a study that half of America will be obese within 10 years. Now, the thing about this is that it's a lot more than just, people will be obese. We have 2/3 of the country are overweight or obese. Okay? Overweight and or obese. So when you say overweight, you get a lot of wiggle room, right? We got overweight by opinion. How do you define it? And you can look this up. This is real data. There's just a lot of approximations too in this, but we know that everyone's fat. And how do you know? Just go outside. Literally just go outside, walk down the street, go to the supermarket, wherever you go, people have guts. People have fucking guts. When's the last time you saw someone that didn't have a gut? You see kids with guts. You see fathers with guts. Fathers look pregnant. Women look pregnant. You don't even know when a woman is pregnant anymore. You can't tell if it's just her fat fucking gut or she actually has a human child inside her. You can't even tell. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? We got here. Let's see. Hold on a second. Anyway, so you can't even tell when someone's pregnant. You don't want to offend them because they might actually just be so fucking fat. So fucking fat, they're not even pregnant. So you don't want to risk offending anyone. But we have this study. Half of America will be obese within 10 years, study says, unless we work together. So let's take this with a grain of salt because it is on, biased media. But this is a reality. We are obese. Now, the numbers don't really matter. So let's not drop in the comments your perception of what do you think? How about this? Everyone that's watching, where are you watching from? Let's do this. Where do you live? Let's get some real cool live feedback. Where do you live? And if you had to just literally guess, and try not to exaggerate too much, but if you had to literally guess what percentage of your town or your area or your city, what percentage do you think are overweight or obese? Like at least overweight. How many people do you think are fat? How would you categorize fat? How many people are fat in your area? Where do you live and how fat are people? Seriously. And I'm not saying exaggerate and be like, everyone's fucking fat. No, try to be reasonable. Okay. What do you think? Do you see a ton of people that are fat or do you see people are fat? All right. Let's get some objective shit. All right. We'll read this out. Okay. We'll come back to this article in a second. Here we go here. We have some feedback coming in. And of course, for those of you that are listening, this is not data that I'm scrapping from online. This is just people's opinions. But Brennan Butler, Indianapolis, 70%. Aaron Breslow, Temple, Texas, 65%. Jeremiah Trejo, 65%. I don't know where you're from, but I guess it doesn't really matter. You're from somewhere. Nevada, 70%. Bonnie, thank you, Bonnie. Monica, Western Michigan, 70%. Nathan, Kentucky, probably 40 to 60%. I think you're being generous for Kentucky. You're probably being generous. But just think about how even if he's being generous or being nice by not going to 70 or 80, I mean, we're talking literal numbers. That's still ridiculous. Half, that's fucking stupid too much. Even 20% is too much. 10% is too much. 0% is fucking perfect. Ideally. I'm watching from my toilet in Kansas. Isn't that cool? I'll stroke the beard. It'll help you excavate. Expulge the poop. Austin, Texas, we have large people, but not as much as the rest of the state. That's because Austin's a little bit more up and coming and entrepreneurial and tech oriented. A lot of startups there. A lot of hipsters, a lot of vegans. I bet you Austin is the highest vegan concentration in Texas. Josh Fisk, Plattsburgh, New York, I'd say at least 70%. 60%. Dallas, Texas, probably 50. Arkansas, probably 75. Northern Minnesota, 70% or more. Reno, Nevada, I feel like 40% are fat. Oddly fit city. Isn't that ridiculous that 40% seem, if 40% of the people are fucking fat in your city, that's an oddly fit. Think of that psychology and that, and I'm not saying you're wrong, Ashley, but think of how we're justifying and think of how normalized being obese is. When you can say casually, I feel like 40% of the people in Reno, Nevada are fat, it's strangely fit. It's oddly fit. That's fit. 60% of the people are fit. And no, we're not even talking fit. We're talking about fat. You don't have to be fat to be unhealthy. You could be skinny and be unhealthy. So we're just talking about what you visually see. I mean, I'm not asking you guys to look up the census right now. Just your opinion, because you walk around. I don't know all these areas. I can assume you can look at just data. We're going to talk about the article in a second. That's ridiculous. Think how ridiculous that is. Hawaii, I'd say 60% cyanide sun. Christina Smith, Southern Illinois, 75%. Minneapolis, 40%. Headley, Texas, 25%. I just got a flashback of like Mighty Ducks 2 when they're going around, when they're about to compete, and they go around, they're like, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Charlie Conway, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't know. I just got this like flashback, like I'm fucking Gordon Bombay. We're the fucking Ducks. We're the Ducks. Ducks fly together, motherfucker. I just blew everyone's mind. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy's brain? How'd you go from that to Mighty Ducks? Quack, 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 quack. I love this podcast. Boom. Recognize. Okay, don't be fat. Hashtag don't be fat. All right, this is a great example of what ADD can do. All right, cocaine's a powerful drug. Cocaine's a powerful drug. It's a hell of a drug. What the 5 fingers say to the face. Okay, let's go back to this. Fucking Papa Swole Leo. Gonna pinch my nips and read this article on the podcast beach. Okay, so let's read through this article. Let's see what the fuck they say. All right, let's see what the fuck they say. What the fuck do you say, CNN? If America does not collectively adopt healthier eating habits, over half the nation will be obese within 10 years. Even worse, 1 in 4 Americans will be, quote, severely obese, with a body mass index over 35, which means they will be more than 100 pounds overweight. All right, we're getting started. The world will have more than 250 million obese kids by 2030, a new report warns. The alarming prediction published Wednesday in NEJM, I have no idea what that is, you can look it up, was the result of a study analyzing self-reported body mass index from over 6 million American adults. Let's see. Considering the challenges of battling weight loss, that's devastating news for the future health of our nation. All right, let's talk about this. We're talking about the future health. You see this article? People are going to listen to this fucking article or read this and be like, oh my God, we're going to be so overweight. We're going to be so unhealthy. We're unhealthy now. This is just how much worse it's going to fucking get. This is how much worse it's going to get. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. This is not about the future. This is just a product of how fat we fucking are now. We're already screwed. We can't stop this, everyone. Why do you think I go so hard with my content? We can't wait for government intervention. We can't wait for government intervention. We can't wait for someone at the top to do something. What do you think? Fucking Kraft or Nestle are just going to have, oh my God, they're going to have an app. They're going to have this realization and then change the entire structure of their company and all their stockholders, like, oh my God, we're going to give up all our money and we're going to change how we do things. They're going to ride this train into the ground. They already have. The train is already off the rails. We're in crash mode. You know, we're in crash mode. Why do you think I go so hard? Because we got to help each other from the bottom up. People have to come across a podcast. People have to come across some bearded guy fucking yelling and screaming and being a lunatic ass clown. And then, wow, let me listen to this fucking guy. He's really crazy. And then, holy shit, he has a good message. Let me try this. I'm just promoting common fucking sense. I'm trying to bring back some common sense. trying to bring back some common sense, trying to bring back some fucking logic. Can we bring some fucking logic back into our lives? Why does it have to be all this stupid shit all the time? We're going to be really obese in the future. We're fat now. Everywhere you fucking go. Fat as shit. Everyone is so goddamn fat. Let's go back to this article. This is fun. Given how notoriously difficult obesity is to treat once it's established, you can see that we are in an untenable situation, said the chair of Tufts University Public Health. She was not involved in the study. The societal cost is high, she said, both in terms of obesity-related health consequences and healthcare expenditures, which could bring us to our knees. It already is. It's already there. This is the slow fucking slide. Just a reminder, hashtag don't be fat in the comments. Make sure you leave a solid comment. Hashtag don't be fat, fam. Holding that up in the corner if you can't see it. Hashtag don't be fat for today's Swole card. Let's see. One of the first research efforts to drill down to the state level, the study found that 29 states, mostly in the South and Midwest, will be hit hardest with more than 50% of their residents considered obese. But no part of the country is spared. In all 50 states, at least 35% of the population will be obese. Will be obese. This is not overweight. This is obese. Obese. A BMI of 35 or more, that's fucking disgusting. What's even more concerning is the rise in severe obesity, said lead author Zachary Ward, an analyst at Harvard Chan School Center for Public Decision Science, for Health Decision Science. What the fuck is that? Health Decision Science? Well, that sounds complicated and worthless. God, George Carlin was right. The longer the phrase, the more worthless and the more stones, the more ballsack you take out of the Center for Health Decision Science. The Center for finding out how to fix people from being fat fucks. Can we just be more realistic with what it's supposed to be? That's what it should be. The Center for getting you unfucked and unfat. The Derek Zoolander for kids who can't read and want to do other things good too. Jesus Christ. Nationally, severe obesity, typically over 100 pounds of excess weight, will become the most common BMI category. Prevalence will be higher than 25% in 25 states. Sorry, I keep on scrolling up on my streaming thing and it fucking zooms in and out. I'm sorry, I'm making everyone throw up. Let's see. Currently, only 18% of all Americans are severely obese. If the trend continues, the study said severe obesity could become as prevalent as overall obesity was in the 1990s. So here's the thing. So now what's going to happen is the numbers that used to be for obesity are now going to be those numbers for severe obesity. Okay? The numbers for obesity, what used to be for obesity, are going to become the numbers for severe obesity. Fuck. Here we go. The prevalence of overall obesity in the 1990s, 2010. Look at that. You got that purple and shit. You got those different colors. Look at that blue. It got so fucking red, we have dark blue. Yo, look at that fucking chart. Bitches, look at this fucking chart. Look how purple. It got so fucking red, it's purple. Can we look at this? Can we appreciate this for a fucking second? Look at that fucking shit. Look at that shit. Look at the 1990s. So look at the bottom right-hand corner. You see that little graph? The yellow is like at the 20% mark is that yellow. That's where the yellow is. Then you go to 2010, then you start getting to the 30-40% range. Look at 2030. Overall obesity. No, this is fucking bad. Look at that. Look at that 2030. 2010 is in the middle. So we're in 2020. We're in between the second and the third one. You say, what the fuck is going on in North Dakota? Look at Missouri. Look at Louisiana. Look at Alabama and Mississippi. That blue is worse than red. It got so fucking red, we're on purple. It got so fucking red, we're on blue. It got so fucking red. Look at this shit. What the fuck is wrong with you people? And I'm not saying you all that are watching. Obviously, you're probably doing better than 99% of these fucking jackasses. I was going to say jack-offs. It doesn't matter what you call them. Fat fucking fucks. Fat fucking fucks. There's really not much else to say, but look at this. Look at this graph. It's so bad, it's fucking purple. And listen, and there's some parts of this article that are so fucking stupid. So goddamn dumb. Let's scroll down a little bit, skip some of this bullshit. One reason is the rise of sugar-sweetened beverages and ultra-processed foods, which contribute calories but little nutrition. Oh, thank you, Mr. Science. Oh, thank you. Oh, this article is really teaching me a lot. Another is that the price of food, including unhealthy fast food choices, has fallen in America when you adjust for inflation. Yep, GMO soy and corn just making up 99% of the foods you're going to find. And I just made up those numbers, but you get what I mean. Low food prices are certainly a part of it. Also, limited options for physical activity. Limited options for physical activity. Okay, hold on a second. Where are these limited options for physical activity? You mean walking? Limited options? You eat better and you just go for a fucking walk? Where are these limited options for physical activity? Go for a fucking walk, you fat ass. Go for a fucking walk. Take a walk. Walk. You're not going to be on the cover of a fucking magazine. Go for a walk. Go for a fucking walk. You're not going to be a supermodel. Go for a walk. Stop worrying about your fucking abs. Go for a walk. Jesus Christ. Limited options for physical activity. There are no limited options. Go for a fucking walk. But I'm in a lower socioeconomic. It's like, okay, people can fucking walk. I'm not saying if you live in a shitty ghetto, you can walk, you might get shot. Okay, but these are other problems that are intertwined. But that statement, get the fuck out of here. A lot of people could just go for a fucking walk. That's a cop-out. And there's a lot being written about the stress of structural racism and how that influences people's behavioral patterns. Yeah, no shit. Oh God, you're going to bring fucking race into this goddamn crap again. Here's another problem, all right? Another major problem. Can we fix it? Quote, there's no rosy picture here, but I don't think we can throw in the towel, this person said. It will probably take lots of federal, state, and local policy interventions and regulations to have a big impact. We can't rely on individual behavior change in an environment that is so obesity promoting. That is the only fucking way that we are going to make a difference. The government and these big fucking corporations and the big systems have proven decade after decade that you cannot fix this from the top down. You cannot fix this from the top down. You literally cannot fix this. The government is not going to fix it. That's why this type of community, these types of podcasts, real fucking information is going to be the only thing that can spread and change the future generations. If you listen to this podcast and you start cooking differently and thinking about your food differently, you teach your kids, they learn and they know that for the rest of their life. It becomes their religion. It becomes their identity. They know, they understand that because mommy and daddy taught them properly. This is not going to go away for decades or centuries if we can survive that long. We're well beyond downhill. We're burning. We're already done. You can't slow that down. It's going to happen. It's going to make it to that purple fucking 2030. Literally going to happen. You can't stop it. It's too big. It's too big of a system. You can't turn a fucking huge yacht on a dime. You cannot turn it on a dime. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger has been warning of the dangers of processed food since the 70s. Yeah, and he's also promoting fucking vegan propaganda. So things change, don't they? AKA the Game Changers movie. So let's just leave that where it is. Anyway, this article just goes, it's not the article itself. It's just these fucking people, the mindset. Check this out. Studies have shown prominent, Jesus Christ, exercise advice on food lab. Exercise advice. Okay, this is a related article. Okay, a related article. It says exercise advice on food labels could help reduce obesity. Researchers say. You think a little piece of exercise advice on a food label is going to change people's fucking lifestyle habits? You dumb cunts. The stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Studies have shown some promising tactics, she said, bolstering local public transportation systems to encourage walking instead of driving. Hey, why don't you walk instead of taking Uber? Yeah, just get sweaty on the way to work instead. Keeping schools open on weekends? Yep. Keep schools open on weekends. Kids want to go to school on the fucking weekend too. And during summers to allow access to gyms and swimming pools. Okay, so what a great activity. Let's go play in the fucking pool in the summer. That's great exercise. It's physical. We need more structure with this shit. And increasing support for farm to school and farm to work food programs, as well as farmers markets, to boost access to low cost fruit and vegetables. Oh my God, this is worthless. Other interventions include calorie labeling on restaurant and drive-through menus and replacing vending machines with smart snacks in schools. Case in point, let's get rid of the snack machines, period. Why are kids snacking? They're barely moving. They don't need an apple. They don't need sugar in the middle of the fucking day, even if it's fruit. They don't need a piece of fruit if they're sitting in their fucking desks, being stoned out of their fucking minds with boring, useless information. What's the capital of Texas? Ooh, I know. Let's teach them some fucking life. Let's give them some actual lessons. Let's teach them about their bodies. Let's get them cooking. Let's get them actually moving outside. Take off your fucking shoes. Let's go do some fucking running on the grass. Jesus, it's so fucking easy. Teach kids to be fucking human. It's so fucking backwards. We've also looked at eliminating the tax deduction businesses get for advertising unhealthy foods. The money they spend on advertising foods can basically be written off. That could be one reason why we see such disparities by race, ethnicity, or income, because companies are directly targeting advertising at these groups. No shit. No shit. You think who is shocked by this? Wow, you mean they're advertising cheap food to people that don't have money? Oh, it's called a target audience. It's the same reason why, you'll see ads for BMWs to people that make $100,000 or more a year. You don't see BMW ads in the fucking hood. You know why? Because they can't afford it. You see McDonald's ads. You see Burger King. What the fuck? Why? What is the point of this article? What is the point of this research? Like, who is generating these sentences out of their fucking mouths? It's so stupid. So much added sugar is delivered through sugar-sweetened beverages, and people do have other options for hydration. I think it's an easy target. They want to put a tax on sugar-sweetened beverages. Why don't you just drink water? Drink water? I feel like this is like the Funny Farm or something. I feel like it's a Twilight fucking zone. I don't think it's impossible. This person must said, pointing to a slowing of the obesity rate in children in America. That trend is a result of interventions in school lunches, snack programs, and a change in the nutritional allowances in the special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children, which helps feed more than 7 million. Now, this is probably just social media and mothers giving a shit more about their fucking kids and understanding it more because they follow fitness more on social media and we get more information at our fingertips. I don't see how that could be fucking any different. More people are aware of like what it takes to have a healthy child. It's just more awareness. What I'm more concerned about is like where these kids go after they grow up. After they leave, are they going to become fat anyway? Just because they grew up not obese doesn't mean they're not going to be obese ever. In 2009, the program, in 2009, it's 2019. The program decreased the intake of foods and beverages associated with excess weight gain, like, okay, all of them, if you eat enough, by simply cutting the juice allowance in half, reducing cheese, requiring whole grain products. Great, that's going to help. Give them more grain. And requiring low fat or skim milk. Oh, great. Low fat or skim processed fucking sugar water. Great. Great. So this is another example. I'm done with this fucking article. This is another example of the whole, if you just restrict the calories, hey, we're going to take out fat calories. Well, give me pasteurized sugar water, which is skim milk. That's the most worthless type of milk. If you're going to drink raw milk or something, or real milk, get the real fucking milk. Have raw milk. Figure out if you can have that and have that, if you have access to it. Check with your doctor. Do an elimination diet. Figure out which foods work best for you. I don't think it's that hard to do. I don't think it's that hard to bring some common sense to this fucking world, but you can't do it from the top down. Who's going to do it from the top down? Who? Who's going to do it from the top down? No one. The government's not going to fucking do it. Government's not going to fucking do it. They're not going to do it. You have to fucking do it. You have to do it. You're the one that has to teach your kids. You're the one that has to lead by example. You have to do it for you. And you lead by example. Other people will see and they will notice. They will notice that you are making progress. They are going to notice. God, I fucking went like this to drink the water. I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. I can't even drink fucking water today. God damn it, Papa. Come on, man. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Papa. What do you guys think about all this shit? Let me see here. Hashtag don't be fat if you want to win today's Swole card. Hashtag don't be fat. Don't be a fatty McFatty. Don't be a fatty McFatty. Yolanda, Papa, will you talk about the labels not being 100% accurate? I see labels saying 0% sugar. Then at the bottom of the label and ingredients, it will literally have sugar in the ingredient list. What the fuck? I don't even know what the latest laws are, but a lot of times if it's under a certain amount of calories, they don't have to list it in the ingredients. Like there could still be sugar in there, but if it's not a certain percentage, they can list it as 0 grams. There's some like, there's all these little hacks. When I say hacks, I mean like corners that they can cut. And I'm going to be honest, I don't really know the latest rules of what they can do and what they can't do. Someone else here, you might know better. I haven't followed up with that. You know, years ago, when I shouldn't say years ago, but you know, there's certain rules and regulations of what they have to do. They have to have, that's why all the nutrition facts have the same standard. Certain claims, if you make certain claims on the label, then you have to show certain ingredients. If you can show proprietary blends or not blends with supplements, there's different rules for supplements and for this. And you know, I'm sure, like, honestly, I'm sure that stuff changes a lot. I don't want to speak out of line. I really don't know the details of exactly what your label said anyway. But there's all those little loopholes where if it's not it doesn't reach a certain threshold, they're allowed to word things a certain way. So for example, grass-fed beef, you say, wow, grass-fed beef, it's so cheap. Or like, oh, you go someplace, oh, this grass-fed beef is so affordable. Why is it affordable? Because it says grass-fed beef. It needs to say 100% grass-fed and or 100% grass-fed and grass-finished. If it doesn't, then you're getting usually grain-fed beef at the end of the cow's life, which severely affects the quality of the food. So you're able to see, wow, it's $5 instead of $8. That's why. Or if you have the label, it says USDA organic or it's certified organic, these farms or these companies need to pay a lot of money to get certified to have that label. That's why those products cost more. It doesn't mean that something without that organic label treats their products like shit. It just means that they didn't either splurge for that, or maybe they were boxed out. Maybe it's they weren't allowed to or not able to because only one in an area. Maybe there's some kind of contract. Like there's so much shit behind that. Like there's so many rules and different, like, you know, workarounds and hacks, and I just don't know the latest of all that. It's just, it's a nightmare. That's why if you're making your own fucking food, it's simple. You buy organic stuff and you make it. Like when I eat tonight, I know what I'm going to eat. I know I'm going to get a piece of 100% grass-fed ribeye. I'm going to have X, Y, and Z butter on it or salt, and I'm going to have this. I know what I'm eating because I'm eating those things. No, I didn't grow it. Something might have been sprayed on it. It might have done, like, it's not perfect. I didn't grow it, so I can't be a real fucking, you know, bitch about it. I didn't grow it. I didn't kill it. And you know what? I didn't even fucking go and pick it up from the supermarket. It got delivered to me. All right? So food shows up at your doorstep. Like, I'm not going to complain, okay? Unless I'm going to go hunt it or grow it. You got to fucking draw the line somewhere. You got to do the best you can. But it doesn't make it any less real or doesn't make it any less effect on your body. When you're eating something that's good for you or not good for you, it's binary. It's 1 or 0. Now, however you want to justify it, that's what people do. That's what the holidays are for. Or that's what happens around the holidays. It's just people justifying eating like shit. I posted on Instagram a little while ago. Let's pull it up. Instagram post. Let's see. Instagram.papaswole.amazingbeard. All right. www.amazingbeard.com. You go there and get it. All right. This is my, this is a post just a little while ago. Okay. Remember, just because it's socially acceptable to be a fat, lazy fuck this time of year, It doesn't mean that you have to be one. It's just justification. Does that statement mean that you can't eat a cookie? Hey, like I always say, I'm your papa, but I ain't your daddy. You want to have a cookie? Oh, you go have a cookie. Oh, you want a cookie? Yeah. Then go have a fucking cookie. All right? I'm not going to be in your fucking living room, scolding you. You got to take care of yourself. I'm just trying to give you the tools to be a little bit more examining, a little bit more aware of your decisions and what you're doing in your life. I mean, fuck. Like, let's get some shit together. Let's lock this shit down. Just because you can get away with eating a whole row of cookies and drinking yourself stupid with eggnog doesn't mean that you should. Doesn't mean that it's good for your body. Doesn't mean that's going to help you. If you're trying to wallow or wash away your misery or get some simple mouth pleasure just because you're trying to escape the miseries of your work or your family, you can get that mouth jizz by eating real fucking food that you enjoy. There's so much good food out there. Everyone acts like if it's not highly processed sugar or junk food that it doesn't taste good. Get the fuck out of here. I love everything that I eat, and it's all legit food. Or minimally, like if you're eating dark chocolate, okay, is that processed? Yeah, it technically is, right? If it comes in a bar, it's like 85% dark. But I mean, you minimize and you narrow down what you feel good with and what you need. I don't need to I don't need to fuck my face with this sugar injection. Don't have that need. I don't have that desire to do it. It's just not necessary for me. It's just not necessary in my life. I don't feel the need to fuck my face with sugar. If you want to fuck your face with sugar, by all means, fuck away. What am I going to do? Even if I say, you shouldn't do that, you could be like, fuck you, Papa Swole, and then fuck your face. I can't stop you from it. All I'm trying to do is be like, hey, the bottom line, if you fuck your face with sugar, guess what? You fucked your face with sugar. You did it. It's no skin off my fucking sack. Okay? I don't agree with it, but if you did it, it doesn't affect me. It's going to affect me paying taxes for your fucking medical bills, but it doesn't affect me. You can eat that. I'm still making different decisions. So and I know a lot of people listen to my content and they'll take offense to it and they'll internalize and be like, this fucking asshole. And I know there are some people out there that listen to my content and then go and eat shit, and in their head, they're justifying like they're getting back at me. And you know that. There are some people that will go and eat like, fuck this guy, in their head, and they're creating this enemy of me in their own head to justify them eating shit tonight or another day. It doesn't affect me at all. They're just hurting themselves. And that's just denial. It's just denial and justification. And that can come in many different ways. There are many different reasons why people will do that, but it doesn't change the fact that you fucking ate it. It doesn't change the fact that you don't deserve it. It doesn't change the fact that it's not real food. It doesn't change the fact that it will affect you negatively. It might not give you cancer today. It might not make you fat today, but it just perpetuates this addiction and this constant exposure to foods that are causing you low levels of inflammation, nonstop, bloating, joint pain. I'm telling you, I am getting closer and closer to being literally a fucking carnivore. The less veggies I fucking eat, the better I feel. I am not going to lie. I still eat fiber. I still get a lot of different stuff. I eat organ meats. I get all my minerals. I feel fucking amazing. I feel better than I have ever in my life. Mobility-wise, strength-wise, physique-wise, in the mirror, I just feel good. I feel fucking good. I'm not telling people to go carnivore. I'm not carnivore. All I'm saying is when you feel good, you want to pursue that. You want to feel better. You're like, oh my God, when I do these things, I can feel this good. What happens if I do these things? Maybe I can feel better. Maybe I can perform better. Like, what's your goal? Don't settle for average if you have something that you want to achieve. It's like, motherfucker. It's so simple. Ribeye, motherfucker. It wasn't flank. It wasn't flank. It was ribeye. It was ribeye. Don't insult my meat. I let you touch my meat, bro. Don't insult my fucking meat. I let you touch it. Remember? Little shout out to King Darius. You're watching on Facebook, traitor. I mean, of course you felt great. It's real food and it's delicious. Fucking amazing. Fucking mint. Fucking mint. Shout out to the 3 people that understood that. So Ha! Yolanda, fire in the hole. Yolanda, I still picture a bloody, dirty AIDS dick every time I want to eat unhealthy food. So helpful. You see? Do you see, people? You see how amazing this family is? Listen. Hey, listen. Here we go. Hold on. Listen. You picture a bloody, dirty AIDS dick, like filthy, like with cuts all over it, like paper cuts all over, like literally a bloody, dirty. You're not going to eat that. All right. That dick's got. You literally see the AIDS. You can see the AIDS. Now you don't need to test that shit. Like you can see it. You can see it like bubbling out. Yeah. Why would you put that in your mouth? You get a nice visual in that. Woo! You never eaten whatever you're thinking. You never eaten bad again. Yeah. No, dirty as fuck. Like dirty. That's the thing. That's the kicker. It's the dirty part. It's bleeding. Oh, and full-blown AIDS. And it's dirty. On top of that, it's fucking dirty. On top of it, it's dirty. Woo! Oh, man. Gasoline on the fire. Okay. And we're still live. Oh, welcome back to the Daily Swole. If it's your first time, we just getting started. Oh, herpaphonosyphilades. Oh, is that like the atomic nuclear? Yeah. And then right after that, Madeline, broccoli is my favorite vegetable. Well, good. I'm glad, Madeline. I'm glad. Sweet potato with ribeye was my din-din tonight. Don't be fat. I had a sweet potato earlier after I worked out. Going syphilades, dick. Ha! Oozing open sugar sores all over it. Okay. Hi. Hey. All right, let's bring it back. Josh, only thing that's bleeding that's going in my mouth is a rare grass-fed ribeye. You don't have a girlfriend, do you? What's up? Oh, dun dun dun. Papa Swole is over there looking at me like, the fuck's going on, man? What's the deal, man? Holy shit. Are we done with this episode? Are we done? I think we're done. Okie dokie, fam. Hello. Don't be fat. Yeah. Okie dokie. Hashtag don't be fat. Hashtag don't be fat. Hashtag don't be fat. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Jenny Lynn, just eat better and move more. Let's do that. I couldn't agree more. Congratulations, Jenny Lynn 521. Don't be fat. Dun 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 dun. Everyone say congratulations, Jenny. Thank you so much for playing. Make sure you email support@swolenormous.com. Put Swole card in the subject, number 1322. And please provide your mailing address in the body of that email. And we'll send that right out to you. Lovely. Thank you so much for playing, darling. All right. Jenny Lynn. Very good. Very good. Jenny won the Swole card. Hey, Swole card. Congratulations. Okay. Well, that being said, I got some steaks. It's time to cook. It's time to make some sick gains. Had a good pump today. And we got some big things working on behind the scenes. I feel like I say that every episode, but there really are some big things. I need to get a good night's sleep tonight because my brain is like, I think my brain is just like, my brain's like on fire. I almost had like a headache. Really bothering me, the fucking fluorescent lights. Those of you that are in Swole fam, my Amazon store, those blue blocking glasses, these are the fucking shit. Like these, there's different styles, but these block fucking everything. Just in the gym, like I'm just going to start wearing these when I work out just because my eyes just get blasted by the fluorescence. Terrible. Oh my God. I'm so adamant about avoiding any of that kind of shit because I'm looking at the screens and stuff all the time. I go to the gym and it just fucks my head up. It's brutal. Anyway, fam, thank you so much for joining me for episode 1322 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. And I'll see you tomorrow, Obvi, for episode 1323. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.